And how would you evaluate his performance to this point?
Well, it's been up and down, but guess what? Life pays off on results. And, up to week 5, there wasn't any question. The last couple of weeks, we've had some, and it's not one person. That's my point. It's not the quarterback, just one guy. It's not one situation. Can we be better? Yes. And that's why, we're making some changes. So, that's all part of it. But you're in this business. You're only as good as your last outing. You know that. And our last 2 haven't been very good. We've made some changes. We'll get rolling, and we'll see. We'll see 5 weeks from now what the thought process is.
Also, real quick, I wanted to ask you, there was a published report alleging a spat between Kyler and Jake in the Alabama game. Can you comment on the validity of that?
I will say this. I'm not going to get into the specifics of what happened on the sideline, but I will say that Kyler has done the things necessary that we've asked him to do based on what happened on the sideline, and hopefully that's been a learning experience for him. And because of that, since that time, I think it has been a learning experience for him. He's come back, he's practiced, he's doing the right things, and that's why he was part of the discussion yesterday in this wide open 3-man competition.
All right, we'll get the mic down here to Kate.
Hey, Kevin. Why did you guys wait so long to take Kyle out of the game when it was clear he was really severely struggling, and what has led to his struggles these last 2 games?
If I knew, Kate, what has led to his struggles the last 2 games, then they would have been fixed.
Is his shoulder part of it?
He's fine. And here's what it is. You look back, and let's just be honest, all right? It's easy to have 20 hindsight, all right? Game 5, he's got the highest quarterback rating in the SEC, right? Everybody's talking about it. We go to Game 6, we throw 3 pick sixes, and we put another guy in and he throws an interception, right? That had not been the MO of this team, and that has not been how he had played through the first 5 games of the season. We go to the next game where he has played very well on the road in the past, even as a freshman, and so. Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise to, I think, everybody. I haven't been a guy that's just it's hard to play that position looking over your shoulder all the time. Does that make sense? And there are a lot of other positions you just yank guys in and out, and you can drift back and forth. But without confidence, it's hard to play quarterback. Now, once that confidence starts to go, if that's the case, that's where it is. But yeah, you kind of want a guy to play himself out of it. It just wasn't happening, and we made the change. So yeah, looking back at it, yeah, I think it's easier to say that. But if you understand the thought process, maybe you understand it, maybe you don't. Coming into Game 6 and 7.
Down front, Brent.
You mentioned changes on offense, and outside of the obvious of scoring more points, what would you like to see done better on offense?
Well, just we got to have more consistency, stay on the field, move the football, I think that we were never really in a rhythm Saturday, and really the part for the second half against Alabama, that was what is that? What is a rhythm? It means making first downs, and we've been a big play offense a lot of times in years. We've got to shore up protection. We need to throw the ball down the field, do this, do that. When we drop back, we get sacked, and when you're behind that much, it really makes you one-dimensional. So we've got to establish a rhythm of offensively in the run and pass, and really through and take our shots when we have them, instead of maybe just trying to get the ball down the field a lot more in the opening part of the game. And so establishing that rhythm, what does that look like? We've got to be able to run it a little bit better. I thought we started off, if you look at the beginning of the game, we started off running pretty good. You know, we missed a play with Ricky, who was wide open, maybe the third, fourth play of the game, which may have changed things in the complexity of the game when you're on the road to take a crowd out. Move the ball all the way down inside the, 25-yard line and get a holding call and go back out to the 50 and have to punt it. So, you know, we've got to establish that rhythm, and where does that come from? Yeah, those are plays. There are plays being made, doing things that we can handle, but also eliminating penalties that are drive killers.